Elminster?
Oh, hello, my boy. No, don't mind me. I'm just enjoying a lungful of Baldurian air. Yes, a distinctive aroma, though perhaps not one worthy of bottling. I hear you've been browsing in the most esteemed of emporiums, sorcerous sundries. Indulge my curiosity. What wonders did you discover there?
Baldur's Gate, empire golden, built on trade, could not avert his fate.
Perhaps it would have been better to keep that particular opportunity between ourselves.
The crown of Casus? No, Gale. It's for the best that I know. I trust there's no need to remind you what came of Casus. His folly humbled a whole civilization. No one seeks an encore of that.
Or so it seems, but game's not over yet. New cards are drawn, new hands are played, newcomers place a bet.
Does she speak true, Gale? You truly believe yourself capable of wielding Casus's crown?
Perhaps she does. Would you begrudge me the chance to make things right, Elminster?
Of course not. And the time has come for precisely that. Mystra knows you defied her, Gale. Well, of course she knows. She's Mystra. She bids you come to her holy shrine in the Stormshore Tabernacle. There, she will grant you an audience at last. There is only one reason why you should set your ambitions on such an item. To offer it over to Mystra as a token of your loyalty. Perhaps then she would overlook your earlier failings. But if you crave it for yourself, you would not just be failing her, you would be challenging her. Choose wisely, Gale. Do not trade one calamity for another. If you will not hear it from me, hear it from your goddess. What truths she has to offer are for your ears alone, Gale of Waterdeep. Godspeed.
So all it took to get Mystra's attention was to learn how to reforge an artifact that once destroyed her. It's obvious when you stop to think about it. I think Elminster's last message was the one carrying the punishment. Having respectfully declined it, I think she's willing to negotiate. This is a conversation that's long overdue on both sides. I owe it to her to hear her out. Come what may afterwards. After you.
Mystra wants to meet Gale. Impressive. The only thing a god's ever offered me is a cold shoulder. That's the spirit. Killed a few giant bats in my day, but never hunted a vampire.
Just to remind you, I'm merely a spawn. it won't count. But if you want a true vampire, I'm happy to recommend one.
At least let us take her to a doctor. My friend's niece. Let her go.
You see an altar dedicated to Tyr. Tyr, the blind god, offers justice to all, innocent and malefactor alike. The law dictates what is right, be that reward or retribution. His unseeing eyes are a testament to the lawful life he lived and what it cost him. Make a sacrifice out of your own pocket, and you may yet be blessed. You see an altar dedicated to Helm the Vigilant. Helm the Watcher is a guardian god, dedicated to the preservation of order. Many turn to him in troubled times. Your knowledge of religion tells you nothing more about the worship of Helm.
Divine protectors of Baldur's Gate, hear this humble plea.
There she stands, just as Elminster promised. Mystra, goddess of the weave, mother of all magic.
The old man wasn't lying. She's opened the summoning channel. Can't you feel it?
Gale's right. The very air around the statue crackles with magic. It sets your teeth on edge.
A stream of pure, undiluted weave. I only have to reach out, and it will carry me to Mystra, wherever she may be.
Well, go on then. It's rude to keep a goddess waiting.
Time was, I'd have given my right arm for a chance to speak with Mystra again. The left one, too. Maybe a knee. Thankfully not. Though she's not been averse to demanding the odd human sacrifice in recent days, has she? When I pictured this moment, I thought I'd feel more in control. Yet, here I am, with palms sweatier than a bugbear's armpit. I always wonder what being nervous would feel like. I hate it. Oh, that hardly matters. There's not much further I could fall in Mystra's estimation. But I'd like to at least leave her with something to think about. During my time locked away in Waterdeep, I prepared a quite comprehensive speech for her on the subject of our former relationship and the manner in which it ended. Alas, recent events have rendered the majority of it moot, so I'm going to have to improvise. Unless you have any words of wisdom to impart before I go. With pleasure. It's not often one has the chance to threaten a goddess and make good on it. Mystra won't be the one issuing the orders for much longer. She'll know exactly who's coming for her. This won't take long, and when I'm done, I'll be free of Mystra's yoke once and for all.
Gale of Waterdeep. You look well.
No thanks to you. I wasn't expecting a summons, but then you did always prefer things on your terms.
I did not come here to suffer a mortal's admonitions. Certainly not yours. You discovered what lies at the heart of the Absolute, the crown of Karsus. And you disobeyed my instruction. Why?
You abandoned me in my hour of greatest need. I had no obligation to help you in yours.
You still believe yourself to be so wronged. You always were stubborn. The past cannot be undone with self-pity, nor can a future be forged. Only with the truth will you see the way ahead. The fragment of magic you tried to return to me was not of my creation. It was the Karsite Weave. It is a corrupted, half-born magic, wrought in the brief moment Karsus ascended to godhood. It hungers for power, just as he did, and it can never be sated. You unleashed something that would consume all magic in existence, and yet you thought only of preserving yourself.
Well, somebody had to. You weren't exactly forthcoming with any offers of help.
My concern was the preservation of everything. The Karsite Weave could tear apart the very fabric of the material plane. That it entered your body and consumed no more than your powers was a miracle. But we will not be granted another. The only reason the orb sleeps is because I have allowed it to feed on the true weave. A temporary measure, but one that will not be enough to save us. With each day that passes, the Elder Brain threatens to become a new kind of god. Its worshippers, a scourge of soulless illithids. If you will not use the orb to end this abomination, then you must find a way to separate crown and host. When you've done this, you must surrender the crown of Karsus to me.
Not happening. When I get my hands on that crown, I'm going to wield it. Karsus's powers will be mine.
Crown yourself, Gale Decarius, and you will learn what it is to carry such weight upon your shoulders. If it does not crush you, I will.
Karsite Weave. I had no idea. Do you realize what this means? The orb is no stray piece of ordinary magic. It is something entirely different. The nascent form of a new, divine power. Of course, I couldn't control it. I was mortal. But once I reforge the crown, the power of a god will be mine to command. The orb will answer to me. So do I. Though I'm not sure that's the purpose I'd apply it to. Let me assure you, Karsite Weave has no more inherent evil to it than a child in the womb, or an axe half forged on the blacksmith's anvil. It is a tool, ready to be shaped by its wielder, by me. And you know me to be someone of reasonably sound moral judgment, don't you? gods! It's refreshing to share the company of someone who sees things the same way I do. All we need to do is stay focused on the task at hand. Defeating that Elder Brain. After that, you can leave the rest to me.
Divine protectors of Baldur's Gate, hear this humble plea. Shield our people from the depredations of the absolute heretics. Bless them with the strength to endure, and the courage to resist. So may it be.
I have seen the ravages visited on Tyrell by the gods, even the ones we so naively call good. If Gale's intentions are virtuous, ultimate power will sour them. And if they are not, well, I shudder to think of the chaos he could sow.
Who among us has not been spurned by a lover? But a word of advice, if Minsk may be so bold. Let the wizard lick his wounds. Write some rickety rhymes and weep most manfully into his hamster's hide. His cat's hide. But his boasting is unbecoming. Claim godhood, he says. Will this make him any less a man with a half-mended heart?
Defying Mystra, declaring that he'll rule the Karsite Weave. I didn't know Gale had it in him. I'm just so proud. All right, let's talk. Who knows when we'll have another chance? There is nothing I'd like more. I do rather like that, you know. Nothing special, of course. You're only the first person who I truly care for.
The history of the city itself is captured in the archives here. A fascinating resource.
I wonder what those archives will reveal about us 100 years hence.
Only the most excellent and complimentary things. With some encouragement from us, of course.
Wise and merciful Lord Ash, we give thanks. We know you will drive back the army of the Absolute and raise our city to its pinnacle. We stand with you and for you. Our lives are yours, and our enemies are forfeit.
The gold sheet isn't that bad.
In my opinion,
Be it
This job's a six-hander. We can't do it without another one who can't take a bit.
A crooked touch.
I have such a headache. This body, a sacrifice, or some kind of display? Judging by the state of the leg, this must be part of the clown. Oof. I've seen a lot, but never been threatened by a god. It sounded like Gale really meant it. He really wants to take control of the Karsite Weave. He really wants to be a god. Interesting. I'll keep that in mind. Hell yes.
After, friend? Got grub, potions, a few nice vintages. Best stock up now before someone clears me out to fill their larder. You never know where your next meal will come from. Unless you carry it with you, that is.
Keeping Baldurians fed since 1479 DR. Keeping Baldurians fed since 1479 DR.
Best victuals and cures in the lower city guaranteed. What'll it be?
This is the private abode of Alexander Rainforest. Friends make appointments, clients respect office hours. Live music at the Singing Lute. They sing for their supper while you eat yours. Join us at the famous Singing Lute basement bar. Good ale for good coin. All welcome. Henk House. Keep out.
Don't be a dry shite. No one will.
Back again? I know a reader when I see one. What'll it be? If a book's dog-eared, you know it's good. That's my rule.
Foxes, and all through the night.
Criminals.
Beg pardon.
The lot of them.
There is not so bracing as a good battle roar. Do you not agree? Oh, boo! A challenge! I cannot
Seen any
let this go
gazetteers?
unanswered.
Need
One.
to see if the new edition's out yet.
Aye, boo! Come now! See how our friend trembles?
Let the kids play out.
You have taken the jest too far.
Tash needs to send the steel watch through here. Mop up all this riffraff. Think even they'd have their work cut out for them.
What do you think happened to the old rights anyway?
Broke it off because of the absolute, didn't they?
Those absolutists love us. You do well to buy a job sharpish.
Careful! Careful! People don't bloody
That might
look
be worth
where
it.
they're walking.
That's Gortash, isn't it?
Be very welcome to Flim's Cobblers, humble family home of our Archduke Enver Gortash. He may not have followed in his old man's shoe steps, but Archduke's not so bad, is it?
Gortash's dad. Same treatment as his mum, I guess.
Goodness, what an accusation. You've got the wrong family. Enver's the light of our lives. He grew up right in these walls. First my apprentice, then savior of the city, and on to Archduke. Nothing untoward about it, I assure you. Finest leather in the city. Ask anyone.
Ah, sir, you've chosen a special day to visit the family home of Archduke Enver Gortash. We're celebrating our dear son's magnificent achievement with a special run of leather-soled shoes.
Gods. Gortash has a mother. I assumed he sprang fully formed from a lich's arse crack or something.
You've chosen the wrong household to argue politics, my friend. Sharp if you like, but let's talk no more of my son.
Your tadpole squirms. These people are infected with the parasite, but something is off. You search her mind. The psionic forces that control her are different, split somehow. Your own consciousness slips into the gap.
Help me! Gods, help me! Enver's ruined my mind. He's taken my body. I should have slammed the door in his face, but I let him in and he rammed some kind of worm in our eyes. I'm here. But I can't speak. I can't act. I'm trapped. He said he wanted to make us powerless. Still bitter after all these years, but we did what was best for him, for all of us. We had debts, world-ending debts, trying to keep this cursed shop afloat. Dangerous lenders who said they'd bury us all if we didn't pay. Then a warlock offered us a pretty penny for Enver's service. He was a smart boy. Too smart. It was give him up, and all of us live or refuse and die. What choice did we have? We got good coin for him. Closed our debts and all of us kept our lives. Enver included. You may disagree, Enver did, but we don't deserve this torment. You're the first person who's heard the real me in months. My son, you've seen what he's like, same now as when he was a boy. Hateful little wretch. If you were me, you'd have sent him away too, believe you me. Maybe, maybe not. It's for the gods to judge me, not my wicked son, and not you. There has to be another way. I deserve to live again. I deserve my own life. There has to be. I can't live like this. I'm trapped. Trapped. Wait, wait!
Your tadpole lashes and recoils. The connection is broken.
Come again soon.
Very good to see you again.
You focus on the source of the power, but it is quiet and still. It needs to rest.
I'd love to, thanks.
Be very welcome to Flim's Cobblers, humble family home of our Archduke Enver Gortash. He may not have followed in his old man's shoe steps, but Archduke's not so bad, is it? He's the image of me, isn't he? Always was a handsome devil.
You delve into his mind and find nothing. Like someone or something has drained his mind of all personality.
Goodness, what an accusation. You've got the wrong family. Enver's the light of our lives. He grew up right in these walls. First my apprentice, then savior of the city, and on to Archduke. Nothing untoward about it, I assure you.
All is ash and meat.
Welcome back.
Big Gortash fans. Big Gortash fans.
Those charms all sound a bit out of my price range. Seen any?
The execution of Florig, convicted traitor and seditionist, has been delayed for an indeterminate time. Falagir's fireworks.
Starion, how is the rat diet going?
Falagir's fireworks.
If you don't shut your mouth.
Falagir's fireworks.
Oof. Karlak and explosives. Not a good mix.
You and I both. Let's just stay very calm, very serene. The last thing we need is to set this place off.
Faces, hands, and eyebrows. How do we protect...
Watch for wind direction. Put on your gloves. And... a light at arm's length.
Very good. And what does Uncle Falogir always say?
Once it's lit, you commit.
Excellent! Now remember, Falogir's fireworks accepts no liability for singed nails, toasted eyelashes, loss of limbs, scalded torsos, or blown off heads. Now, you there. What can I do for you?
You feel an all too familiar squirm in the recesses of your mind. He has a tadpole.
Aha! A fellow friend of Gortash. Praise the Absolute. I have a special sample, available just for you, if you wish. Oh, we trade in all sorts. Anything that can be lit, flamed, or fired up. Smoke powder is a beautiful mistress. She will not be limited to one form, and she is quite malleable in the right hands. What are you really asking, friend of Gortash? This one will be very useful against any and all enemies of Gortash. Be sure to be clear of its explosion area. Please enjoy responsibly, and nowhere near this establishment. Is there anything else I can do for you? Oh, well, why didn't you say so? See for yourself. Remember, once it's lit, you commit. And if it's not a firework, do whatever you like. Have you tried the Lanternese candles? Or perhaps the delicate simplicity of a perfectly crafted torch is more to your taste? Heavens, no. I'm just the humble proprietor. Avery Sunshall, at your service. Descendant of the great Falogir Sunshall. But you can call me Falogir if you like. Help spread the brand, see?
Any torches, matches, wizards, or other sources of open flame, keep them unlit, please.
Lost in thought.
So what exactly did you see?
Keep your distance, darling.
What to do?